Hello, and welcome to day 346 of Putin's terrorist war in Ukraine. I'm Mama. I missed last week and I apologize. I thought of it much earlier today, which is good. However, today it is about zero here, freezing in Fahrenheit. And I am indoors. There's a lot of wind. I hope that you can hear me read this. I'm going to share with you, I just wrote the final word of the week for the book about the walk across Poland. I'm sorry to sort of be advertising myself here. The book ought to be done next week. I don't know when it will be available and how, but there's a lot of parts of this story about my walk across Poland that I think are still strong and relevant. And I just, every week of the walk, it was 8 weeks, I have a word of the week. And the first one was kindness. This one is positivity, and I'm going to just read that. It's not very long because I watched just before now, I watched President Zelensky give his speech, his address to his people from last night, and he's gotten more stern in a way over the days, 347 days, and yet he constantly says the positive, gives the nation not false hope and not phony, but always there's more positive because how he constantly works and constantly pressures other nations and other people to maintain their support for Ukraine and to recognize the terrorist and genocidal actions of Russia. So here is what I wrote about positivity, and it will be available in a bookstore near you. I don't know, excuse my hand, I have to move the page down here a little bit. Positivity. I was thinking a lot. I was thinking of a lot of serious words here. Civilization, good versus evil. It fascinates me that so many Ukrainians refer to Russian soldiers as orcs. Is the Lord of the Rings required reading? Other options for words of the week, sorry. No, I went too far. Germany, NATO, and I changed my mind and selected positivity. I choose positivity over optimism because optimism is more in the way you see things. Positivity is more in the way you do things. It's even starker than that. The opposite of optimism is pessimism, which is just the doldrums, a kind of Eeyore land. The opposite of positivity is negativity. Think of a battery. Mixing up positive and negative is straight up dangerous. I propose that dwelling in negativity is as well. In Greece, after the weather, the most likely and more extended conversations will be about health, or lack thereof. One thing I've observed is that as one ages here, one begins to practically brag about one's ill health. It becomes an out-sick each other conversation. Well, my knees, my back, my blood pressure, and my son's wife's mother's back. At this point, I have to excuse myself from the room. I'd rather clean toilets. After gratitude, which hopefully comes through enough in these pages, having a positive outlook and attitude. Wait a minute, I got to go down a little more. Having a positive outlook and attitude. They are different and both valuable. Outlook and attitude is the most important trait in the person you are. And it is the most beneficial if you desire to be a good person. Negative people rain on your parade. They dampen and sour experiences. What sense does it make to do it to yourself? There are 2 simple aphorisms I learned when I was young, and corny as they are, they make good sense. 1, if life hands you lemons, make lemonade, right? The other, got to go back up a tiny bit, sorry. I cried because I had no shoes. Then I saw a man who had no feet. Remember, a sadder contemplation, and yet it helps to remember that all things are relative. Hardships and unfortunate circumstances just happen. There's no need to place blame. There's no good in whining. The more quickly one can summon positive energy to the situation, the more quickly it will improve. This, by the way, is a great time for a good friend or therapist. So often, a phone call to express one's upsetness can get it off your back and help you see a positive way forward. In the face of this god-awful war, President Zelensky gives his address every single night. Don't you think he wants to skip it? To take time off? To go in the corner and cry about all the lost lives and destruction of his country? Does he? No. He faces that camera every single night, offering whatever positive news he can, thanking everyone, everywhere, who is helping and fighting. Positivity is more powerful than negativity. Catch negativity and you want to go to bed. Catch positivity and you want to help. Those orcs are going to lose. Thank you.